a true gentleman, but an economical one, and he knows a good value when he sees it. So Ross takes Amanda on a beautiful dinner, drops her back off at Taylor's house, because if I recall, Amanda was going to kill you at the time. So, no. So Ross drops her off at Taylor's house, and he didn't really step back into our living room. We were sitting there all watching TV and praying a rosary. And Ross just kind of saunters on in, just got this cocky little grin on his face, and he says, "Man, that Amanda, she's good looking." And we had a great time at the Arby's. They got a great deal going on. Guys, I'll go down there and try that. But, we're about ready to graduate. And I can't be tied down. When we graduate, I'm going to be making so much money. Top 10 models are going to be throwing themselves at me. They're going to be breaking in the house just to get my phone number. And I said, "Ross, I know I've already contacted the security company. We're going to do something about that. We're not going to let them break in and steal things." Ross also says, "We're going to stay a true group. It's going to be us four. We're going to graduate, and my God, we're going to live life to the fullest." Well, 3 weeks later, Pitt State goes to the playoffs. And most of you will recall it was a cold, cold game. We were burning wood in the parking lot just to stay warm. And Amanda Treble walks over, and even though everyone's wearing scarves and buttoned up, she's just looking as good as ever. Well, me, myself, Ross, and James, she comes up, gives me and James a big hug. "So good to see you guys." Well, Ross just got a hi. She walked off. And women are so great at planning these little mind bombs. And there was a nuke tunneled right in the bottom of Ross's brainstem. She walks away and he goes, "What's that all about? How come I didn't get that same reaction?" I said, "Well, Ross, that's what happened. Took her to Arby's first of all, and I talked to her afterwards." So Pitt State won that game, of course. So we all make plans to go to Mormon Southside. Some of you might know it's a beautiful, charming little bar there in Pittsburgh. And if you believe that, there's some oceanfront property south of Mandale. So who do we see across the dance floor? Taylor, Molly, and Amanda. And if they were looking good that afternoon, my God, they were looking even better that night. So we see them over there, and Amanda is just, I will vouch, she's just looking ravishing. And so we wave, and Ross just turns to me and goes, "Oh man, I screwed up. And during those 3 weeks, Ross actually was picked to go to Joplin, Missouri to build 7 homes in 7 days for Extreme Makeover Home Edition. Round of applause. Never been done before, and they picked Ross to be a supervisor. It was a wonderful deal, but they worked in night and day, 18 hours a day. So, flashback forward to the bar. I need a good excuse. We got to smooth things over. Well, I walk over to Amanda. Taylor might not remember this, but Ross says, "Go over there and try and fix things. You can talk to her, smooth it all out." So I walk over there, and Taylor goes, "You're coming over here to talk about your friend Ross. Just turn it right around." Whoa. And I know you can't persuade emotion. You got to take the emotion out of the situation. So I hand Taylor a $20 bill, and I said, "Hey, why don't you go up there and get us some cocktails?" And I know Mormons with their long lines and horrible service, she was going to be up there a while. So she goes up there, and I pull Amanda aside, and I said, "What's going on? You and Ross are so great together." I said, "You got to fix things. You got to make it right." And she said, "Well, he didn't talk to me after taking me to Arby's. Strike number 2, no more." And I said, "He was busy helping the children. Those folks didn't have homes. That guy sacrificed. That's what he is. He's a giver. Come on. Can you forgive him?" I said, "Amanda, I thought you were better than all those other girls in the past. You should sit there and say, 'I'm really glad Ross helped out all those kids and gave them places to live.' My God." Well, after about 20 minutes of hard persuasion, I turn over to Ross and I give him the high sign. I said, "Come over." We got her all smoothed out. Been in love ever since. So